In this video, I'll talk to you about the top 3 foods that I found as a detox specialist that help people with eczema detoxify and see their eczema recede for good. So the reason that I chose these 3 foods is because they help to clean out the system. The system cleans out when there's hydration and when there's astringent chemistry within it. When this chemistry opens up all of those elimination channels, then the waste from the lymphatic system or your body's waste system can easily push through. The reason a lot of eczema sufferers see their eczema on the skin is because that eczema is a side effect of the elimination pathways not being correctly opened. So your kidneys, which are your body's #1 elimination pathways of waste, are not filtering correctly because the body's weakened. It could be through diet, lifestyle, emotions, all of those matter, and over time they just weaken. And so what happens is the body then uses other pathways. If the kidneys can't filter really well, what about the skin? The skin is also an eliminatory organ. So it's a permeous organ, and the body uses the skin as a way to push out waste. So when you look at your eczema and you look at the redness and the pus, that is actually the lymphatic waste from the body. The body is using your skin as a vessel to get rid of waste, acidic byproducts, toxins, and chemicals. So what happens with food is the food now serves as a mechanism to open up those elimination pathways within, such as kidneys and the colon. The gut is also important. And those, when they're opened up, can then take over the brunt of the waste removal. So then the skin can quite essentially breathe. So how can food do this? Well, foods have specific chemistry. Each food has a specific chemistry, specific ability to either uplift or downgrade a cell in the body. So whatever fuel we give the body then uses to either help the organs and the glands work better, or to basically degenerate those areas. So the body needs to work harder, which makes it weaker over time. So food is our fuel. And when we give the body the right fuel, especially when we're suffering from eczema, then we can see tremendous results. So that being the gist of what causes eczema, what 3 foods do I recommend that you incorporate in your diet to see better results, to see all these elimination pathways work better and see the eczema on the skin recede over time? Let's get into it. So the first food is berries. Berries are highly astringent, meaning they're amazing cleansers, but not only cleansers, they give the body the nutrition and the energy that it needs to then strengthen the kidneys, to strengthen the elimination pathways, to help the skin push these acids out, and then it cools down all that inflammation over time. So berries, just look at their colors. You know, the blue corresponds to the benefits of kidneys, the red and the magenta of raspberries help different endocrine glands. Just look at their shape and their colors. So the vividness of their colors just shows you the amount of energy that they have. Chemically speaking and nutritionally speaking, berries are one of the most nutritious fruits found in nature, and fruit is the most cleansing food found in nature. So when you go towards healing, always look for berries. You can incorporate blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, any type of a berry, and you can put them in a smoothie with a banana. And you can even add some ashwagandha, which is really great for your adrenal glands and your kidneys. You can even add some angista, which purifies the blood and the lymph, and that's an Ayurvedic herb. So there are a lot of different things that you can add to the smoothie to basically synergize its power. And making these smoothies was actually one of my top regimens when I went on this eczema healing journey. And I'm telling you, it was one of the best things I did. So, okay, what is the second food that I recommend? Well, it's along the same lines. So fruit, because it's so detoxifying, is my number one go-to when it comes to healing eczema. So my second food group is juicy fruits. So citrus, mangoes, any exotic tropical fruit, they are a must when you're on this eczema journey because they completely hydrate. And when you hydrate, especially with fruits, your body is able to use all of that hydration, all of those minerals and electrolytes and vitamins to cool down inflammation. So you always want to stay hydrated. Juicy fruits are especially effective the first thing in the morning. So when you wake up, you're basically waking up from a long fast. And when you have breakfast, you're actually breaking the fast, hence the name breakfast. And when you break your fast, you should always break it with very easy to digest, very hydrating, very healing type of foods. Never go for heavy foods when you're breaking your fast. So breakfast should always be simple, and breakfast should always be very hydrating and very cleansing. So what's my third favorite food? Well, my third favorite food is a synergy between turmeric, ginger, and lemon. And why this combination works is because they're all extremely cleansing and they open up those elimination pathways. They stop acidic growth, they limit inflammation, they reverse inflammation very, very effectively. And together, because they're so alkaline, they work even better. So in terms of herbalism and in terms of detoxification, when you pair certain herbs and certain foods that have similar qualities, for example, alkaline, detoxifying, or toning, when alike compounds synergize and they come together, they work better, they work faster, they're more powerful. So that is why, making a smoothie from different kinds of berries or putting ginger and turmeric together, they're very similar, different but similar, so they work really well together. So with the turmeric and with the ginger and the lemon, they're extremely detoxifying and extremely cooling to the body. So when you're inflamed with eczema, you want to go for cooling foods, which are fruits and of course herbs. So I recommend that you eat all of these foods that I recommended every day when on your eczema healing journey, because the benefits compound over time. People think, oh, if I have a couple of blueberries once a week, that's going to help my eczema. That's not how the body works. The body works accumulatively, meaning whatever you give it in succession over a certain period of time, it's going to basically benefit it further. You're going to see the benefits of that. If you have something that's beneficial for you once in a while, once a week, once every 3 days, that is not going to be enough to bring down all of this systemic inflammation that was created probably for many years behind the scenes and reverse it. You need to go all in. You need to be very diligent and very intentional about the healing and do the right things every day. So what other foods can you incorporate in your diet to heal eczema for good? Well, these foods are all anti-inflammatory and alkaline. And I created a list just for you so you can have a cheat sheet to go back to when you're making food. You can print this list out. It's very comprehensive. You can put it on your fridge and it can dictate what you create every day in terms of food and dishes for your family, to what to stick to see the results that you want. So what are alkaline foods? Alkaline foods are simply another word for anti-inflammatory foods. And these foods are given by nature to help us offset the acidic foods, the acidic emotions, the acidic thoughts, anything acidic around us that can keep our body in the compromised position of being inflamed, which is a precursor to all disease. So they are the antidote to the acidic foods. They are the medicine that we need, the right medicine, not the medical medicine, but nature's medicine that is going to help us reverse acidosis, which is inflammation, and keep our bodies eczema free. So you can find this free comprehensive list in the description below. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information very useful. Please apply it, because if you don't apply the knowledge that you have, where are you going to see the transformation? And I want that for you. So thank you, and I will see you very soon.